All right. Plan book. Your homework is on the homework board. I did not get this updated yet, but it is 2-26, which I wrote a really tiny little 2. But it's a 2-26, 2 problem, 2-30. So really 26 to 30 if you want to make the life easy. The 26 to 30 is what matters. We're in 2.1.2 today. And what's today's date?
14.
14.
Yeah.
Not 145. Alright, why can't I record it? It's school appropriate. That's why we advise buy high quality binders.
She has the same binder as most of us.
Yeah, she has that.
Yeah, it all comes down to use/abuse. So today, I'll read us our dive in, and then I might do some group moving or we're pretty close to okay. I'll probably leave it. So 2 days ago, because we took our team test yesterday, and I'll talk to you here in a second about what, because I still have some of your math journals and stuff. I'll give them back. But we talked about converting. Decimals, fractions, percents, we want to go back and forth between them pretty fluently. We can use words and pictures to do that, processes, formulas, whatever you want to say. So today, we're going to be diving into some of this, and there will be little points throughout where it says, get this from your teacher, get that from your teacher. So that's how I'm going to know where you guys are at. Okay? So aside from that, I can be fairly hands-off. If you turned in your math journal yesterday, which most of us did and should have. If it's one of these, I already have it graded, I have your feedback, I don't need it again. But we had parent forum and all kinds of stuff, and I stood in the rain and took pictures of the football game last night, so I did not get through all of these. So if you're in this stack, I need it back at the end of class. I have second block up, I'm going to try to get them graded and leave them on the back table so you can get them back at AO. But I need them back at the end of class. That, or do today's class notes just in something else or whatever. You can come grab these back if you want and do your notes in the toolkit. We have space in the toolkit right here next to our conversion math notes that you can take your notes all right here. So, if you want it, come back and grab your math journal toolkit. If it's down here, it's yours to keep. If it's up here, I need it back. So then, dive in. So, here that I need back. Will, I need yours back. Naya, I'll need yours back. Izzy, I'll need yours back. Yeah, just at the end of class then. Oliver, Izzy, Sky, I'll need yours back. Alex, I'll need yours back. And Sky, please. Zach, I'll need yours back at the end of class. Math journal. Hey, when I write MJ, I'm abbreviating math journal. So when I say great MJ or make sure your MJ has, MJ means math journal. Or Mike Jackson. Or Micah Joseph, which is actually my name. Alright, so dive in. Once you hit 219, you'll need to come get something from me. And same, I think, on 221. And for what it's worth, I think most of you are intelligent enough to figure this out, but I am observing your interactions to determine if people can or cannot be on teams together. If all you do is get off task and talk about other things than math, obviously I'm not going to put you together. If you work very well together, I might say, okay, let's leave the teams like this. Because sometimes when you can choose your teammates, things go well. Sometimes. Other times, like my group full of boys over there, I get nervous. Do you guys have a fourth, or are you just taking up 4 desks?
No, that's well.
So, Naya, figure out if you want to join up with them. They have a little duo back there, or we have 2 trios that can use a fourth. So, any of the... Really, it'd be better for you to join up with a duo. And we could pull, here, let's pull one of those stools on the front side. Make life easier. Yeah? One right for free upholstery fees for Discovery Day.
We use
The black stuff on the top that's
that stuff.
Didn't benefit her. She learned how to do a skill, but it benefited me. So very cool. Make sure you're dating and labeling, even in your toolkit. Give me just a moment, guys. So today is 9/14. Hopefully we have our homework written down. If not, it's still over on the homework board. Our topic's 2.1.2. And you can see in your book, it tells you what we're doing is rewriting decimals as fractions. So I'm going to shorthand and say dec to frac. That's my lesson, dec to frac. All right, we're taking decimals into fractions. Or the other way around, probably. So actually, I'm going to make this arrow go both directions. I'll try to give you at least 10 minutes before I interject.
Or we can just write it out.
Yeah, we're all.
Are we just trying to get this L? So we never turn this in. Make sure we try to keep it on, which is okay because I didn't get to bring it on. Make sure that today I would say what's wrong with this is before you try to do anything, I would just try to hold this and then lift. But for now, we have our journal out, our toolkit, we're good. Right. So, Scout.
Yeah.
Not really any kind of process on them, but just check.
Okay.
It's a big life skill that we're working on here.
You just converted double
Alright.
to
Sky, you can join your group, I believe.
6 out of 10.
Yeah, you can. Yep. This here is the big.
Okay.
Ooh, yeah, avoid using calculators. Sorry, I didn't make that clear. Avoid using calculators.
Just I'll turn the things in again. I forgot.
Yeah, it's okay. I didn't get to grading all of them last night. I was super busy. Essentially, if your math journal doesn't have current feedback, I need it back. So, if you got it off my desk, I need it back. You got it from the bin, it's yours.
Okay, now percent.
I'll give you the
It's
feedback.
not like this.
Oh, yeah. Okay, I can't do this.
What?
I can do it.
Yeah, I'm on. But you have to simplify that. At least I simplify them too.
Yeah.
I don't know. We already did this tomorrow.
I know.
Not bad. Just multiply by 145 and get a 1,000.
No.
And then put the decimal point. Wait, go, Miss.
But Bo's outside the sport. Me, but
Yeah, to get 1,000.
What were you talking about?
it's 625. Oh yeah. No, Bug is
What am I doing? Wait, what?
And he decided to make things simple instead of all the arrows.
We all make
Okay, well, I saw it on you. This is a nice way that you can. So they have like their 7/10 at the top then, and then their 0.7. So instead of all the arrows, they just made a triangle. Pretty cool. Good idea. So I'll give credit where credit's due. Who did it first? Who did it first? There you go, Rachel. Very good idea. Alright, keep rolling.
Yeah.
We'll have a parade.
Wait, guys, not
What? Sorry, you got like a scowl on your face. Did you not love it? You like rolling? Or just the arcade games? That was probably sweet playing in the rain.
It was 12-0.
Oh my god.
Because the team started off with 5 So my coach was like a nice guy, so we started off with 4 and then we scored 1 and played 10 for a little. It was like
Yeah, you should have dropped it down to 8.
And then we played the second for like the last
Oh
half.
my gosh,
And
so they could sub out.
I'm a striker, I played goal, and our goalie played striker.
Yeah. Oh my god.
So basically, in the
You should have mercy, man. Like, they should have just called the game.
No, we passed. Like, we could have scored we passed.
Yeah, well,
Whatever
exactly.
players cleared it out of their net.
Work on your drills.
I had my second full tackle. I stopped
Did you guys have a game last night too?
I stopped
Just playing in the
touchdown
rain?
in the and everybody was like, "How'd it feel?" And I was like, "Felt good." It was like raining down.
Yeah.
It was so.
Alright, keep on the mat.
Oh, they didn't get one shot in 10
Refocus. That's kind of sad
Yeah.
for them.
We played with 7 players in the end. They had one more player than one.
Of what? I didn't stay till the end. I was too wet. I had to go home and change. Yeah, I was at the car game for the first time. And then what? I was reading like all second quarter. I was soaked.
Well, you're smarter.
I said decimal.
Oh no, that's okay, guys. I'm ready.
Yeah, we're going to go to 218, so your contact and your answers are good.
Yeah.
Alright, 218! You're not finished with 218? Alright, well keep rolling, guys. We gotta stay focused. Keep going.
There's a question.
Complete the representations of a portion web for each number below. I mean, you can, but you're not following directions.
We have to go get this. I'll go with you.
All right, I want to review this before I start giving out decimal cards. I know. I heard you. I heard you guys talking about. Wait, who? What decimal card? Okay. On A, we already kind of talked about it. 7/10 can turn into 0.7, or if we say it properly, still 7/10. And then 70%. What about B? Bless you. What are my other representations in B? Either I don't care. We could also, if we wanted to, write both fractions for the fact that that 75 over 100 will really quickly take us to the percent value. For C, ooh, fifths. Now I heard somebody, when you were talking about fifths, saying, well, it's just like tenths.
Yeah. 6/10.
Hold on, done what?
6/10.
So I can give another fraction, 6/10, which I can get there with the giant 1, multiply by 2 over 2. And how we say tenths is the same as how we say the decimal. And then what percent is that? 60%, 60, not 6. That's the common misconception. Eighths. Eighths are tough. Well?
So what Boom helped us figure out is that if you multiply
By 125
If you-
1,000.
Ooh.
if you multiply them by 125 to get 1,000, you could then like
No, if you multiply by 12.5, you get 100.
So, bless you. We could get to 100, but we'd have to multiply by a partial value. So I like what you guys said. If we multiply by 125, we can get 1,000 on the bottom. I can do the same on top, and I get 625. But now how I read that is 625 thousandths. So how I write it,
625.
just 0.625, because that third place is the thousandths place. That THS has to be thousandths. Real intense. And then, ooh, hold on, what percent? Is it 625%?
No, it's
62.5. All right, if you're ready, come up and grab decimal cards.
Whoa,
Whoa. Greedy. Hey, I hear some noises that don't need to be happening. So, just try to refocus.
Wait, no,
Usually I'm trying to remember who choice groups that to. And then I can think, okay, what group?
Oh, I've had a split before. Yeah, I had a split, but it was only my building, so whenever I ate or anything, my building.
Part of the huge problem is when both books facing this direction.
Yeah, originally it was going to be like that, but since
So are you guys showing me right now that I should be able to put you together on
they
groups?
got, because this thing was like overriding.
I don't want to like say, if you're friends, you can't be on groups, but show me that you can stay focused and working.
It was in my first grade, so
That's how far you are. I said if you're ready. Realize there's like more like beyond this, right?
the grades are calculated.
Just like go with it. Just go with it.
Dude, Bill's has already done that.
Can you
What?
please just go?
Splits and
Yeah. Why can't they just say that?
Oh, so it's just now.
No, we don't.
One fraction.
Isn't that 19
You're not doing anything.
The last I checked, it wasn't
He takes like a 3 seconds.
Be nice.
Oh,
Stay focused.
No, I put it down.
I'm just gonna keep it as thousands.
I will say the yellow ones are my preference.
I'm not sure. Too much work.
You have the same one. Just wear yellow when you buy this.
They tell you you're gonna get turn yellow down before you even look at it.
Where's the bag?
Yeah, but it's not a multi-view. You'll need this for 121.
Oh, we need this for 121.
Another set of cards you probably don't want right now.
Yeah, why?
You'll need these for 121.
So the lyrics are
No.
okay. I finished it. You're logged out.
So it says grab a calculator to verify, right? When it says grab a calculator, you're definitely allowed. So when it says get a calculator on 219, you are most definitely allowed to do so. Now, you're just verifying that to be true. You don't really have to do it. So are we on topic? Get back on topic. You're showing me you can't be on a team together. So if you want any chance of being on a team with Zen at any point this year, get back on topic.
Okay, I'll be on top. I checked all of them.
I didn't see the line. So I was
Do you have one? What? A, B, C, D, E, F?
Oh, yeah.
What?
it's not repeating that. Okay, guys, so because you were repeating
Ooh! I just heard a really bold statement from somebody acting like it's fact. Be careful. You guys realize I'm like trying to actively listen to 4 different groups, and it is a mental exercise. But no, be careful when you're in a group. All because somebody says something, and all because like even if they're like the smart one in the group, which I hate when people label. I know you guys do. Be careful that you don't just blindly trust somebody.
I trust that guy.
But that's not that.
Look at your advice is like that's all good, guys.
Sorry, guys. You listened to
Imagine being a blind guy and says, I see, I'm like,
Yeah, you I know. But you listened to
Hey, one more gentle reminder as I keep having to redirect some groups to get back on task. You finish the lesson problems, you move on to the homework, and you have less homework. So you staying on task is in your benefit.
Or homework.
Okay, so was it distance that I heard somebody say that repeating decimal cannot be expressed with a fraction?
But I don't express
So
You shot
actually,
a short of
the fraction form
No, but when you
is
count this as a
well, not
fraction,
only accurate.
a
They
term
really care about for accuracy, but the fraction form is how you accurately express a repeating decimal. It's expressed. That's actually a better way to express it.
No, I said that.
That's where we're going.
So,
Play with, you can use a calculator, play with stuff.
No, of course,
No,
and
no,
it's
I'm
on
trying
the
to figure out
way
what
getting a
decimal
calculator.
And I got
Or
to say,
play with the divisions to try to make a repeating situation. Where's that set of fraction cards that you guys probably didn't want? Those are the decimal cards. I gave you a set of fractions. Maybe you can play with those and help you figure out patterns. You just do the problems, you'll understand. If you ask me the same question over and over, it's not going to change my answer. Just keep going, you'll see. Because some people like to individually play with things first, and then you can do there's a whole lot of stuff. How to answer. Yes, those are the fractions. So last time I was over here and I told you you're on task, you were exactly where you are in your notes. Yeah, you were. You were at 220 with nothing written. So let's keep moving forward. Let's make sure we're actually trying to document things.
I'm trying to figure out what 73 turns out. So fraction.
What fraction? All of these fractions are. Oh, I mean the terminator. Yeah. And we already just did a look at them. Well, yeah, so I don't know.
What? I'm just listening. You do division. I do have ears, 2 of them.
What are you trying to do?
I'm trying to
I'm observing some interesting group non-productivity.
No, we're finding
I did all of them.
7,300. So it has to be 100.
They all nice. They all nice. Why do they all nice? I don't think these are helpful, guys. I don't think these are
Alright, give me your attention for just a moment. When we checked 219 with our calculator, what's the easiest way, and why did I underline the numbers that I did, to convert decimals into fractions?
Because
What do you think, Piper?
If you figure out what the thing is and how far the decimal is, you can figure out if it's in the tens and stuff.
What whatever place value my last important number, zeros are not important, my last important number falls in, tells me the denominator. So this, these are easy. 1900s, 391,000s. This is where people will start to have issues, though. 1 over 1,000, because it's in the third place value. The other thing that you can remember, some people like this as their trick, however many decimal places I've gone, that's how many zeros my denominator has. So, especially with ones that start in a 0, I have 19, but I actually need over 1,000 because I've gone 3 decimal places. So 1900th versus 19,000. On 220, I think most of us have at least gotten to this. On initial gut reaction, Jerome works in the fraction factory. Somebody told him those are equal. What do we think?
No.
Will this fraction repeat or terminate? Terminate. We know it's in the hundredths. It's got a name. We can make it a terminating decimal. So keep moving on into 221. You could also show what... You don't need to know what this is as a fraction if you can show what this is as a decimal. So if we show this is 0.73 and that's it, we know these are not equal. Sorry, that's a really bad not equal sign. You didn't actually really have to do anything.
Yeah, we got it.
Good. Proud. Not equal.
I just put it random.
Now we do 221.
Proud.
Yep.
Okay, so we just wasted like 15 minutes trying to solve that.
Even though we didn't need to solve it. Yeah, straight up. Responsible for killing
Whoa.
That looks like a
Wait,
We live in the Matrix.
See, I was right. It's like that 0.
I've never seen the Matrix.
Who had that? I've seen all the movies and I have the DVD collection.
I've never had I watched the first one. We're taking pass. No. You failed. But guys, I already did it with you.
Alright, especially since we're working in calculators, I'm guessing that our work should be a bit more efficient here. So, depending on what you read and who you believe, we might live in the Matrix, who knows. But that joke comes out of that computer code when written in binary is all zeros and ones. But when we start with A, 1999s, it's a whole lot more fun to say than 1900s. But 1999s, what's that turn into when you do the division and you get the decimal? Who can give me? In your calculator, come on, you just type in 19 divided by 99. 1919191919191919191919191919191919191919191919191919191919191919191919191919191919191919191919191919191919191919191919191919191919191919191919191919191919191919191919191919191919191919191919191919191919191919191919191919191919191919191919191919191919191919191919191919191919191919191919191919191919191919191919191919191919191919191919191919191919191919191919191919191919191919191919191919191919191919191919191919191919191919191919191919191919191919191919191919191919// Right, forever, right? And then if your calculator's a liar, it's going to have that at the end. Don't trust it.
Oh yeah, it's a
Do
lie.
not trust that.
Stop
Get around
lying.
it. So, we wouldn't need to write all those. We just use the Repetend, right? Now, be careful. If you get sloppy and you accidentally do that, that actually will mean that 191 repeats, and that will then go 191, 191, 191, 191. You have to be very careful. This is not true. Please don't write that. You have to be very careful when you use the Repetend to only put it over the 2 digits that you want to repeat. I often, to be careful and because my handwriting was bad, will write some of the repetition and then put the Repetend to be like, hey, 19's repeating, and then I'm going to write the Repetend. B, 391 divided by 999. 0.391391. Interesting. Do we notice any kind of pattern starting?
It's just the number.
See, so hold on. For those of us that were still working on this, I'm just going to keep writing some answers up here. If you want to keep calculating them on your own, you can, or look up at my answers. This 1 over 999 is weird because it's got those extra zeros. Weird. Can anyone articulate a rule that we could make for division with 9s? Because we've divided with 9, with 99, and with 999. Will?
That the numerator is always going to be like, is somewhere, the numerator is the repeating decimal.
I agree, except D, the numerator is 1, and I don't just repeat 1. It's not like 0.1 repeating.
Because 900 is like 2 zeros ahead of 1. So if you added 2 zeros to 1, it would be 100. So that would mean that they would both be
100. So what you're saying is I actually have 100 over 999?
No, like that 99 is 2 place values bigger than 1.
So
that 001 as the 2 place value.
Will's saying I need to put some zeros in here to make this work, but I can't really put them here because then I'm changing the number,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
So Ava, where should I put them instead? So what rule could I make? What about like F? How should I rewrite F? I don't know if that's ever going to actually erase like I want it to. Oh, because I'm holding the pen. Do you know how I should rewrite F to make that work?
It all depends on the
How many? Ooh, why only 1? What if I didn't know that, though? Could you make any kind of relationship? How A worked out and B worked out? Anybody see what I really want to do? Ooh, what?
Oh, they're all kind of like the same number. The numerator is the same as the
2 digits up here, 2 digits down there. 3 digits up here, 3 digits down there. 1 digit, 1 digit. It messed up when I had 1 digit over 3 digits. So to fix that, make it 3 digits over 3 digits, but we can't change anything actually. 1 is the same as 0, 0, 1. 0 hundreds, 0 tenths, and 1. I haven't changed anything, but the general rule we can make is however many 9s I have on the bottom is how many digits I repeat. So to figure out what number it is, if my digits aren't the same, like 19 over 999, make the number of digits match, 3 digits, 3 digits, and then I know what to repeat, and I just take that number and repeat it. So write yourself a couple examples, and you can make up your own problems if you want to. What about like, let's say that I had 57 over 9999. Take a second, write down what you predict that will be as a decimal value. To see if you have acquired this rule. Well, what do you think it is?
For 57 over 9,999 is 57 7,000
repeating forever. Because I needed to make 4 digits up here. How many zeros would I need to put in front of my 234 now? 3 more to make the digit amount the same. Oh, I can't drag that. But then I have 6 digits, so my repeating decimal will be 0.000234, and it repeats all of those. Be careful, I made that repetition a little long. Questions on the general rule. This will always work. Always. However many 9s are on bottom, as long as it's a number made of only 9s. Can't be like 98799, like that doesn't work. But however many 9s are on bottom is how many digits, whether they're zeros or actual numbers, how many digits we have to repeat. Cool. Take the last couple minutes to try to wrap up whatever you can, and tomorrow we'll keep driving forward. Yeah. Actually, tomorrow we might take a side road, by the way. We might not keep moving forward tomorrow. I have a math article about Hurricane Harvey, and now that I thought it would be kind of insensitive to take a national tragedy and turn it into math while it was happening. But there is a lot of interesting data that we collected from this storm, so we might talk about Hurricane Harvey more. Sorry, well, what's up?
Is this strategy work with any other?
No. Well, so we can manipulate it in a way. Like, say we had 7 over 33. The question is, can we turn our denominator into a number made of only 9s? So this one I could by tripling. So then I could figure out this is actually 0.21 repeating forever, but it doesn't really like work with other numbers. There are other really cool patterns. Like, was it this class that I talked about the sevenths?
Yeah. No. Yes.
So if you missed it, you can ignore me if you want. You guys can pack up anyways. The sevenths, 7 times 2, 7 times 4, close to 7 times 8. That's what repeats. Then, this is where it blows your mind. 2 sevenths start on the next biggest number. So now I start 2, 8, 5, 7, 1, 4. Repeat that. 3 sevenths start with the next biggest number. After 2, what's the next biggest number in this set? 4. So now I start with 4, 2, 8, 5, 7, 1.
What did you do?
4 sevenths, because now that's over half, right? That's bigger than half now. Now it's the 5.
Mr. Hudson, Hurricane Harvey.
Thank you for turning in your math journals and toolkits. I appreciate it. I did not even have to remind you. You're amazing.
You want me?
I mean, I like the origami. Yeah, I'll come get the cards if you guys didn't put them back together. Thank you much. Put them all in the same bag?
I don't know. I don't know.
Oh, where's the other? Oh, thank you. Fraction, decimal.
Decimal. Gotta sing.
Just like an algorithm. Thank you very much. I appreciate it. Just in the stack there. Thank you. You're just in there.